Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a cash stuffing. In the last video we did our paycheck budget for March 20th through April 2nd. And I went ahead and went through all of my binders and wrote down all of my categories, my amounts that I'll be stuffing today, along with the denominations. I've already got my cash tray ready. I've got all my money separated out into my binders. So let's get started. We're going to start out with house number 2. Now, one of the original videos, my very first video that I did, cash stuffing, I have since changed some of my envelopes. And so we're going to do some rearranging here real quick. So I'm going to get rid of these here and put them in the new ones that I have here. So let's take this out. Each one of these is going to say $500, and so in this binder here, the house 2 binder, is going to be what I'll use my rental property money for, and so anything over the $500 I will put in here. So we're going to go ahead and do January, February, and March, and then April's will come on the next cash stuffing. So let's start with January, and there's 500 in here. So we're going to just go ahead and stuff it in. And I have counted and recounted and recounted and recounted and counted some more. So I'll go back and mark all my icons off. And then for February, in the first cash stuffing, I didn't get all 500. So we'll finish this one and then do March with today's stuffing. So there's 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 20, 40. So I'm going to put that in there. All right, now let's get the 1,460 that I'll be stuffing today in house number 2. 20, 40, 60, and then the rest of these are hundreds. And again, in case you haven't seen one of my, well, the last video, the one that I did yesterday, I explained that I live in Tornado Alley. And so my safe is not going to stick around if the house blows away. So I decided to go ahead and take all of my actual cash out of my binders and put it into my high yield savings account. And so I will be stuffing with my freshly printed fake money. To me, it's just a representation. And with my money being in the bank, it's earning interest, and it's safe from those squirrely twisters or fire or any kind of natural disasters that could essentially make me lose all my money. So let's see. Let's do this again. So February, I want this to be at 500. So there's 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 20, 40, 60, 80, 5. So that's 5 there. And then March, we're going to stuff 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So March will be complete. I'm not going to do anything with April because it's not April yet, and I haven't actually gotten that money. So with the rest of this, I am just going to stick it back here in the overflow monthly. So I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm just going to put some in January. So I'll put 3 in January. I'll put 3 in February. And 3 in March. So I get $800 a month for my rental property. So it will always be 5 in the icon envelope and 3 in the overflow. Okay, hope that makes sense. So my next one up is going to be the household binder, and we're going to be stuffing $420. And again, this is one of my envelopes that I was originally using in my first cash stuffing video. So I'm going to take this money out, and I have since created a month ahead envelope. So I'm just going to distribute this money into the month ahead. And like I said on my previous video, all of my binders in my high yield savings, everything that's in here is reflected in my high yield savings account. So like I said, I've got my cash planning worksheet over here, so we're just going to stuff $420 into my household binder. So there's 5s, 110, 2 20s, 3 50s, and I'll explain that here in a minute, and 2 $100 bills. Okay, so I'm not going to use the trackers on here. I'm just going to let it ride. So today, emergency fund is getting 50. And it has the 50 already in it. So I think once my envelopes get full, I want to kind of be surprised at like how much is in each category. I'll know by looking at my high yield savings what's in each binder, but I won't know what is allocated for what. Household is getting a $5 bill today. Taxes and tags, that's coming up. It's getting a $50 bill today. And after I'm done, I'm going to go wipe all this stuff off because this was from the 6th. Dining out was originally going to get $50, but we spent that last night when we went out to eat, so it's not going to get stuffed today. Entertainment is going to get $5. I just love that paper. It's very vintagey. Lawn care is going to get $10. Decor is not getting anything. Home maintenance is getting $20. The house that I'm currently living in, it's only 4 years old. I built it, I broke ground in 2021, March 1st, moved in May 1st, and just kind of slowly finished it out as I was living here. So it doesn't really have a whole lot of maintenance required right now, but I want to go ahead and get that beefed up for when it does. Truck maintenance. Oofda. I've went to the post office the other day to check my box, and I parked my truck just right, and I have a 7-inch gash in my front passenger tire, so I have an appointment for next Saturday to get tires on that big beast. So I'm gonna stuff as much as I can between now and then, I'm unfortunately I'm gonna have to rob Peter to pay Paul, but that's okay. That is okay. Imagine if I didn't have any money set back. So truck maintenance got $200. Homestead is getting $5. Not sure really what I'm gonna do with this money. At some point, we plan on having some cows up here. We're gonna go into half-seas with my neighbor that lived behind me on some cows, and that way we can raise our own beef. So that might go towards that. Credit card is not getting stuffed, so I do use my credit cards to pay for like groceries and other necessity. Like, so I have one that's for the household, I have one that's personal, that kind of thing. So I'm not stuffing credit card. I'm not sure if I'll ever stick anything in a buffer, but holiday meals is getting $20 today. Christmas is going to be here before we know it. Easter is just right around the corner. We'll probably do some grilling out for Easter. Okay, so holiday meals. Holiday decor is not getting stuffed. Christmas is getting a $50 bill. And family vacation is getting $5. $5. Okay, then this one here was, like I said, the envelope that I was using in my very first cash stuffing. And what I'm going to do is take this out of here, and it should be $230. Yes, and I'm just going to pick an envelope, land payment, it's my biggest one, and I'm going to stuff it in there for my month ahead. So all of these back here are now going to be my month ahead. Now I will use the trackers on here. I have to go through and break down, put them out, and how much each of the icons are worth, so I can know where I'm at. Okay, so that completes household binder. Next up is personal binder. And I think I've got something in here too that I've got fixed. I'm not sure. Maybe not. No, I don't think so. Okay, so in the personal binder today we are stuffing $97. So we've got 2 $1 bills, some $5 bills, a $10 bill, and a $50 bill. Okay, so emergency is getting $50 today. Health and wellness is getting a $5. So this is for like any vitamins, supplements, Band-Aids, that kind of stuff. Oh, come on, get in there. Medical and dental is going to get $5. I do have insurance through my employer, so this will just help with pay co-pays and prescriptions, or I very rarely go to the doctor. Self-love is getting $5 today. Clothes and shoes is not getting anything. Date night is not getting anything. License, I have to renew my license in October, so it's getting $5 today. gonna take a minute for them bills to be able to go in. Let's Get Crafty is not getting anything. Fun Shit, not a tech shit, not a ink therapy, not a it's my birthday, not a birthdays, nothing. Boss Lady, nothing. Credit card, not a Sips and Trips is not getting stuffed today. Sister Strip is gonna have to get stuffed. My baby sister and I are planning a trip to San Antonio in June, and we're trying to decide whether or not we're going to fly or if we're going to drive. So either way, we'll have to have gas in a car, whether we rent a car or we drive down there in her car or my car, something. So I got to start getting on this one. Okay, game time. So this is my youngins. Emergency is not getting anything today. Clothes and Shoes is not getting anything today. Health and Wellness is getting 5. Medical and Dental is also getting 5. Nothing for birthday there. Next up, Fun Shit is getting 5. And that's the last $5. Tech Shit is getting $2. And Christmas is getting $10. And that concludes our personal binder. And lastly, but not least, is savings challenge time. And we're going to be stuffing $382. So in my previous video that I did, part of my pay goes direct deposit into my high yield savings, and so that was what was deposited on the 20th. Yes, on the 20th. So we are going to play some games. So I just kind of broke this down into all of the denominations because I've got several games that I have been itching to play. So we're going to see how it goes. I guess I should count this, huh? Even though I sat here and counted it like 45 times before I hit record. 20s and a 50. Okay, so I have several things that I want to do. So this is my savings challenge binder, but I also have some saving challenge books that I want to play with. Everybody's playing Save-Opoly, and so I wanted to get on the bandwagon with Save-Opoly. So there's that one, and then this one, I got an idea from another content creator, and so I kind of created my own. Hers has 3 different levels, mine just has the one there. And I believe it was Salisa at Beautiful Me and You has something that I got the idea from. I got the idea from her. And then everybody's doing Save-Opoly. So in here, I want to start in here because I have the 54 card savings that I want to play today. I have the Roll the Dice. Now I've seen this played numerous ways. You know, shut the box and then save or whatever, and one dice and you save the money. So that's the way I'm gonna play it this round, where I roll the 2 dice and save that amount and then mark it off. Everybody has the 100 envelope savings challenge that they do. So I created my own version of it. So section 1 is 1 through 25. Section 2 is 26 through 50. Section 3 is 51 through 75. And then section 4 is 76 through 100. And I also created this exact challenge, but for the 10,100. So, and then I have the Zodiac Savings Challenge. So we are in the Aries sign. So I chose $50 to start with. So that's what I'm going to do, is stuff the $50 and then mark off that. And at one point I knew how much all these saved, but I just don't know anymore. And I know Sharpies work the best for this, so let me grab a Sharpie. Sorry if my desk starts shaking. I don't know that I have any colored Sharpies, so I'm just going to grab a black one. Oh, I do have a black one there. Okay. So I'm just going to mark off the $50. I wish I had a gold Sharpie, because that would look really pretty highlighted or marked out in gold. So there is the first one in the book. So, and when I was making these, I didn't get this all the way in my punch, so it sticks out farther than everything else, but it's okay. Handmade items are never perfect, right? So I think I want to start right here with the 54 card savings challenge. And I've got my brand new deck of cards. Have not even opened it yet. Let me get my scissors and cut this bad boy open. So jacks are worth $10. Queens are $15, kings are $20, aces are $25, and wilds and jokers are $50. And then you can make it a little more interesting and multiply it by whatever, what are those called? Suit. Sorry, whatever suit it falls under. So I think I am going to do the multiplier as well. So this being a brand new deck, I don't need the rules. There's my jokers. I don't think it has any wilds in this deck. That's okay. So let's go on and do a little shuffling of the deck. It is Sunday here where I'm at recording today, and it is about 80 degrees outside. And just beautiful sunshiny weather. So I think what I'm going to do with this, so I don't ultimately keep drawing the same cards over and over again, I'm going to, when I draw the card and save the money, I'm going to put that card that's been used somewhere. Maybe I'll flip them opposite direction in the deck. Don't you show yourself. Okay. So I'm just going to pull the top card. Ooh, queen right off the bat, and a diamond. So 15 times 3. I could do the simple math, but this is more fun. 15 and then multiply it by 3 is a whopping 45 schmackers. So we're going to get 20. Again, this is my play money. 20, 40, and 5. And that is the first stuffing of the 54 challenge. So $45 going in. And you can see when I printed these and cut these how much smaller the 20s are versus everything else. So funny. Again, handmade. It's not perfect. It's not for everybody else. It's just for me. All right. So there we go. This one, it's going to be hard to tell how much I'll save with that. So I'm not going to count it out or do anything with it. I don't want to know how much it is until after I've gone through the whole deck of cards. So I need a place to put my used cards, and I'm going to put the unused cards back in the box for our next stuffing, and I'll figure out what to do with this one in a minute. All right, roll the dice. Don't need my little stickies anymore. So I got my little diceys here. I love how everybody has the dice towers, but I don't have those. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to order me some new dice. So I have a couple of different colors or whatever, so I can allocate one for the up and one for the down. So I'm just going to, we're going to call that one the up. So 1, keep it on your desk, and 5. So 1, and then 5. That makes no sense. I guess. I don't know. So you got 1 and 5. We're just going to, that's the way it is. That's what I'm going to do. So 1 and 5 is 6. Sorry, I'm new to this rolling the dice game. So we're just going to mark it off like that. And we're going to save $6. And we're just going to keep going until we have them all done. I think the ones that do the random 1 across, 1 down, they're not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll have to look at that. So, and we're going to save $6 in the roll the dice. And at the end of the day, any penny saved is a penny gained, you know. All right, let's do it again. 4 and 2. 2 and 4. Another 6. And we'll do it one more time. 5 and 3. So that's 8. All right. We're going to move on to the next one. Let's start with this one. And I want to start with, sorry, my kid, I'm going to have to start locking my door. He just walked in and then I wrote on myself. I want to start this one next. So we're just going to start, let's do a 20 and a 40. Where'd you go? So we're going to do the $40. See if I had the red marker, I could just color the heart. And let's see, what do I got left? 20, 40, 60, 80. Let's do the 80. And we'll do one more. So that's one on that page, one on that page. Let's do one on this page. So let's do 25. So there's 10. I need to get me some of that finger moistener on my fingers again. So there's 20 and a 5. Okay. All right, and then that's it for this binder for today. And then back here in my first video, I had envelopes similar to these with my $1 and $5. I just went ahead and moved it over in there. So I have $12 in here and $5 in here. So I figure when I'm doing my cash stuffing, if I have some weird numbers left or I don't feel like playing with ones or, you know, any odd ones, then I'll just add it to those challenges and call that done. So we did the 54, we did the roll the dice, we did the 100 envelope, and we did the Zodiac challenge today in the binder. And now we're going to do this one, and each one of these pages is kind of, the denominations are exactly like Celisa did in hers, so this will never be for sale to the public, or if I ever go that route. I see what creators do, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can create that and do that. When you're on a tight budget, you know, if you've got the tools and the means to create it yourself, then why not? You're not making a profit off of it. So that's what I did. So let's start here. And I love the idea. And you can buy her book on Amazon. And I don't know, I think it's like 20 bucks or something like that. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it all that much. But anyway, so here we're just going to save some numbers. So there's not a 10 on this page, but I can mark out 2 5s. So 5 and 5. And let's do a $6. And 8. We'll do an 8 and 2 1s. That's 10. Let's do one more 10. Let's just do 2 more 5s. All right. And like I said, I'm not going to count this money. If I don't have ones and I add extra, that may be a case too. But this one saves, each page goes from 100 all the way to the last one of $500. So we'll see. All right. So there is that one. Now the one I'm excited about, Save-Opoly. So I have in here a game board, and there's some IOU cards in here. So we're going to put this back in here because I don't want to do, I mean, if I have to use an IOU, then I have to use an IOU, but I don't want to do that. So get in there. So I'm going to move my money off to the side. And this is the game board. And the way I'm going to, we're going to turn it this way to where go is go. The way I'm going to mark where I leave off. Sorry if I'm bumping the camera. I'm just going to use my pretty purple paper clip to mark where we leave off. So I'm just going to roll 1 dice at a time, and we're going to go around the board and see where we land. So here we go. Oh, I need a little I need a little, look, I'm going to use my little skelly. I need cute. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll and save. Choose your dice and save amount rolled. So in here, there are roll and saves here. So this one is roll 1 dice and save amount shown on dice. Roll 2 dice and double the savings. So we're just going to do 1. So $6. 5, 6, and then it's just going to go in. I need more room on my desk. It's just going to go right here in the envelope for $6 whole. And I'm just going to keep playing this game until I'm out of money. I'm going to move my money out of the way, and then I need something smaller. I need something smaller. Next time I play this game, I'll have something different. So we're on community chest. Let's roll again. 1. Baltic. So we're going to move up to the front, and then on this one, oh, looky, I done screwed up. So it's supposed to be Mediterranean, and this is supposed to be Baltic. So, oops. So this saves $1. $1. I'll have to fix that. That's going to drive me bonkers. Wonder if I messed up on anything else. No, because there's Connecticut. I just didn't change the verbiage on it. How funny. I think in the beginning I forgot this whole page and I had to go back and create it. So I just, in Canva, took this one and deleted this one and put Mr. Moneybags in its place. And anyway, it happens. What did I do? That is not even right. I was on Roll and Save. I should have been on Reading Railroad. Look, Mr. Head, you got to go out of here. So I was on Roll and Save, then I rolled 1. It should be Reading Railroad. Not Wannabe Baltic. So let's take that back out and let's go to our Reading Railroad. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'll get it together, I promise. So Reading Railroad is $5. And I'll go back and take that. Well, I won't have to because I'm just going to recreate that first page. I'll get it together, I promise. So $5 in the Reading Railroad. Toot toot. I wish I had a little... I'll just make my own sounds. 6. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. St. Charles. And St. Charles Place also saves $5. So what I'm going to do when the icon is completely covered up, I'm going to mark that off so I don't land on that space anymore, because there's nothing to... I've already saved that that piece. All right, let's roll again. 2, 1, 2. States, $5. Well, I'm going to finish these guys quick. And since states filled, I'm either going to have to go add more icons, or I'll be getting through this game quick. What'd I tell you? Virginia. Done. So that's $5. So I think what I'm going to do is bring one of these 5s out and replace it with a 10. So that's 5, 10, 15 saved. Okay, moving right along. 2, 1, 2. St. James. Flip it, and we're on this one. So this one is, you can pick any of the 3, and total saved is 10. So on these, I won't cross the property off until all 3 are complete, and I saved the $10. So let's start with 6. Let's get some of these ones out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these, I don't know how much this one's going to save because, you know, with all of the rolling saves and free parking, getting out of jail or whatever, you won't know until all of your properties are crossed off and the game is over. All right. Turn that over. 2. 1, 2. Am I going to finish all of these too? So let's go ahead and do the $5 on Tennessee. $5 on Tennessee. I'm getting ready to spend the next 6 weeks in Tennessee and Kentucky because the company I work for, we just bought several locations over there. Are you kidding me? New York. Let's do 5 in there too. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think this dice is loaded. Now with my savings challenges, once I've completed them, I don't know what I'm going to allocate the money that I have saved in them, you know, what category I'm going to put them in, whether I'm going to put them in the house number 2 building fund or the household month ahead or personal savings, something like that. I have not decided. When we get to that, then we'll decide then. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B&O. Not body odor, but B&O Railroad. Is it back here? Nope. It's back this way because I flipped the book. Pennsylvania. B&O. $5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might have to go make some change for this 10. I'm going to do that. Let me grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's nice to have printed money because I can just make change and not have to worry about it. And a $5 bill, and we'll take one of these 10s and put it back in the big bank over here. All right, so there's our 5 and 5 ones, and we have 4 here, and I need one more 5. I mean, one more 1 to do my stuffing on the B&O Railroad. I thought about laminating this sheet so I could reuse it, but then it would have to just sit out somewhere. So by being able to fold it up, it can just stay with the game cards or the game itself, the property cards. All right. Moving right along. 3. So we got 1, 2, Waterworks. Follow instructions in the book, which is right here. So how to play. Roll a dice. Savings is 4 times amount shown on the dice. 2 times 4 is 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So see, here's another one that you won't know exactly how much until you've landed on Waterworks 4 times. So we're going to do this. I still hope I'm in frame. I am. Yay. All right. Let's not go to jail. Be nice. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Community chest. Follow instructions in book. All right. Community chest says, roll 1 die and save amount. Roll 2 dice. Double the savings. So let's just roll the 1. 6. I've got to get 2 5s because I'm out of 5s. So we got 5, 10, all right. So $6. I'm going to mark that off. I have to say, this is going to be a favorite of mine. I will have to play this game multiple times. All right, let's move on. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Park Plaza. Park Place, just kidding. Park Place, where are you? Right there. So this property saves a total of $100. So I've got 4 20s and 4 5s. So I am going to knock out one of the big ones. So it's 10 and 20 for Park Place. This one's exciting. I like it. So $20. Now, when you land on go, I don't think you get anything or you don't pay for anything. No. But when you land on free parking, you have to save $1 per icon that you, or per time you land on free parking. Okay. Each time you land on free parking, find free parking page and save $1, cross off an icon. It's right there. All right, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Baltic. Now I'm really here. And it's this one. And it's already done. So I just need to put the $1 back in there. And I'm not going to worry about fixing that page. Okay, I got to get some 1s. So 5 going in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1 is going in. I have $14 left to play with. All right. 2. 1, 2. Reading. Toot toot. It's at $5. So I'm going to break this. And I'm just going to go ahead and get a 5 and 5 1s. So there is 5 for in there. And let's get 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I can put the lid on my money box over here because I won't need to make any more change. All right, so another $5 going in. Sorry, my arm's all up in the way. I will figure out my setup soon. All right. Let's see. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is marked off, so we're going to go to the electric company. And it is back here, and it's roll the dice and save the amount. 4 times the amount. Oh, I don't know that I have that much. That's 24 bucks. I don't think I have it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 24 minus 9. I will have to get an IOU for $15. So on our next cash stuffing adventure, we will start by paying Mr. Moneybags $15. Okay, we will start on the electric company when we come back next time. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am officially out of moolah. So let's mark off one of these. And let's put our game board back here in the envelope. And I'm going to attach my IOU to the front so that when we come back, I know I need to automatically repay my debt to Mr. Moneybags, and we will be done. I hope you guys enjoyed today's cash stuffing. It was, to say the least, an adventure. It'll get better. It'll get better. I'll get quirkier, or I'll get it together. One way or another, we're still making progress. You guys, again, thank you. If you haven't liked or subscribed or commented, I would love any positive, negative feedback, anything. Just comment, what should I do different? How's it sound? Yada, yada. I'm counting on you guys to help me improve this channel. I want it to be a success. I love doing this stuff, and please give it a thumbs up. See you guys on the next one. Bye.